But you see, when you're a good player, you're a good player. And it's like being an old wine. When you are good, you are good. And people cannot take it away from you. But I believe that Otto Addo is not strong enough to take decisions to run the Black Stars. He will collapse the team. And I thought, say, what training Kakra with Abrofoni, he could have been a man on its own. But this decision is a political decision. And the moment you come in as a coach with this kind of mentality to please politicians, then you need to understand, say, your life as the head coach of the Black Stars and is done. Now, the second thing is about Lai Kingston. And you see, Ghanaians, we have been used to people being arrogant, people not leaving their jobs. And me study journalists in Ghana, a boy like Gary Al Smith, me also post people on Twitter, and you take these players and blah, 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 and ranting. You see the problem with we Ghanaians, especially.
Memoa kwaba eba Puyaka TV, so Puyaka TV anamushi. So when your first timer and your promoting, subscribe. Me notification is to send you anytime. Pia ye video betumuno. One son sabekan when ye bia share ya comment fa. Say what Jane F video no ho abisha like video no na share e mo bia so enye bi share me dasi bebre. Abusha Kevin Taylor abusha for Kevin Taylor wo kasa. Na Kevin Taylor kasa no aborum e wo Blasters abusha for na de Kevin Taylor wo bo awum e wo Blasters mu. O say collapse na Blasters coach Otto Addo abusha no political reasons in Tina Busha or drop it Andrew Dede Ayew because Ntiasie bia nyeden Ntiasie bia enim. Masina ko say coach Otto Addo or the criteria na Busha or the fre Blaster players no na ko so the beto abontin mo bia hu say ni say ano yeden wo hwehwe free players no send you bia be mu say ampaniampa we or qualify say yeden ye friend no but one fact criteria na me yeden ameto honum to no di ohuni say political reasons nti ana Dede Ayew ya yeden ya drop no no di ohwe Ghana footballers na mo wo Europe na Omwa bom humo de pa no abusiafo untumi nyi Dede Ayew enyeden film because day in day out or should go eyeden emani team no ama even kra no waji best player of the month best several times kra e team no na abusia o say tie ka Blaster players omwa bom humo de e Europe untumi nyi Dede Ayew enyeden film da na almost what experience so abusiafo untumi nyeden enyi Dede Ayew enyeden film da sanko friend na abusia anko betumi de experience abeden abeboa the young ones na afere ya yeden ya from na abusia sansem ya Kevin Taylor walk as experience no enipa bi so ayeden ebusa say enti Kevin Taylor all kase experience no Dede Ayew experience no experience ya na Dede Ayew wa the yen ayeden akọ AFCON several times yen tumi an qualify for next stage for group stage na yefrim nti sa experience no na wanyefa Tell experience no and to me I'm boying AFCON na abusia several times ye free mu group stages and dey biem an abusia obet media den obet media boy and some the doso etimodia mu mienko tie Kevin Taylor
konkonsebi o town amate say Asamojan sorry mate say Dede Ayew has been dropped from the Black Stars and I wrote something. In fact, I disagree with the coach, but Otto Addo ena ewo onwa ne reason tia or pick players and or drop players. Inti se coach ne say wa drop it Dede Ayew. I think to him no he has a reason and he was questioned at the presser and he said he's spoken to Dede Ayew and he feels Dede didn't really take it well, but it's a decision that collectively they made. And I was listening to him very carefully. He said it was a collective decision. So Otto Addo as the Black Stars coach, catch the Ghana for say, on the backroom staff and any team members, take it hard decision. No? So nobody should blame him. Now, realistically, and I say, Opeso share the call up very well. I have seen some journalists also write other things, but to me, I don't know what Otto Addo the criteria etier for Black Stars call up. Now, when you're calling the Black Stars, you need to put a criteria there. A criteria majority of players or all the players must meet. So I don't know the Ojinaso Ede Fred players. Now, we all know, and currently we have been following the leagues around the world. And we have seen the performance of Dede Ayew 2023, 2024. Currently, African players or Ghanaian players abroad are Omashe goals in the European League. You cannot take him out or national goals. Yes, if he's not the one, the top, he's the second. If he can't player contribution in their respective clubs, he was just awarded Player of the Month, I think twice in his club. If we are talking about consistency, he has been consistent. So if Otto Addo is looking for players who are consistent, players who are available, players who have basically proven on the pitch, I think the criteria winner Otto Addo share so different players then I think Dede Ayew at the end of the day you to me from more than 5 players are Brian Freno. Unless Otto Addo some other reasons be or some other players be ahead of Dede Ayew. I'm going to be honest here. Inti ushe Otto Addo calling na political. Because a political Otto Addo no say he wants to please some people. That is why he dropped Dede Ayew. That's it. And I respect the coach's decision, but sometimes when you do these things, you destroy players. Somebody too is making an argument. So Otto Addo is building a new team. You cannot build a new team without experienced players. So Otto Addo wants to tell me that all these players, no more team, no, they are experienced enough more than Dede Ayew. Because when you call experienced players, you are not necessarily calling them to play them. You are calling experienced players for the younger players to learn from them. So if you tell me you are building a new team, so you need to drop Dede Ayew, whose current form, and this is the word you need to listen, whose current form is better than majority of the players on the pitch, or you have called her, then it means you were biased towards him. I am not a coach, and I can't force Otto Addo to call Dede Ayew. That is why I'm stating reasons why I think. I am showing you reasons in here. So Otto Addo criteria of different players. Ebia Dede Ayew does not meet it. If Dede Ayew does not meet those criteria, then I understand. But if it is for you to just not call Dede Ayew to please somebody, then you are making the biggest mistake. Because say pressures from outside, and I say you to please some people, then it means you as a coach, you don't have command as a coach over a team. Into whoever spoke to you to drop Dede Ayew so that some people will be comfortable and be okay, then you, in the first place, you are weightless, only weight as the Black Stars coach. And intina me metna hanka say Otto Addo abon Otto Ayew Nipabonini, I gave you reasons. Into Mrs. reasons way. So Otto Addo consider reasons way nyina no wie no drop it Dede Ayew, then Otto Addo is a bad coach. And not a bad coach technically. He's a coach own to mean build the team papa because he cannot take pressure. So we need to understand, because he has players' performance. How available are they? How consistent are they? Have they? And Dede Ayew has checked all the marks. You can say Dede Ayew previously maybe his form dropped, and that is about football. Players drop forms. Some player you don't expect the player to drop. And a couple of months or something before Dede Ayew got his new club, he had dropped a little bit of form. And I'm going to be honest with you, during the Nations Cup, he had dropped form, and nobody had a problem Otto Addo benching Dede Ayew. But currently, majority of these boys at the Black Stars, Dede Ayew is better than them. And let's get these things right. Say Ghana sports, and I've seen, and since this thing started, I've seen say I don't want to go there, but people will say, hey, you are making it political. Some players who could not achieve what Dede Ayew has been able to achieve, and that is why they are out there quickly. And Dede Ayew, and if I were Dede Ayew, I would not be happy, and that you are lying. It is there. But you see, when you're a good player, you're a good player. And it's like being an old wine. When you are good, you are good. And people cannot take it away from you. But I believe that Otto Addo is not strong enough to take decisions to run the Black Stars. He will collapse the team. And I thought, say, what training Kakra with Abrofoni, he could have been a man on its own. But this decision is a political decision. And the moment you come in as a coach with this kind of mentality to please politicians, then you need to understand, say, your life as the head coach of the Black Stars is done. Now, the second thing is about Lai Kingston. And you see, Ghanaians, we have been used to people being arrogant, people not leaving their jobs. And me study journalists in Ghana, a boy like Gary Al Smith, me also post to on Twitter, and you take these players and blah 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 and ranting. You see the problem with we Ghanaians, especially. When was the last time a coach be the player a court tournament? Oman some standard so we metia obeje adwumana. Why is Lai Kingston now a problem? He took a under 17 to a tournament. He has his own standards. And respectfully, he could not deliver. What was the reason for the tournament? The reason was to win the trophy. And Lai Kingston is not the only coach who can groom these players to the under 18, under 20 or whatever. So he goes to a tournament. He comes back and he says, I failed. My standard, I was supposed to win. And I cannot continue because I failed these kids. If somebody can take over, Abrofuni and Debia everywhere in the world. Because apart from being under 17, there is a trophy you need to win. And he feels to say he has built the team to a point where the team was supposed to win the trophy. It is a team that may live up to that expectation. Now, for the first time, a Ghanaian decides to resign. And also, so-called sports journalists don't understand. They have an issue with Lai Kingston for voluntarily not sitting there and being like, I am the only all-knowing Lai Kingston. Obian to me and picking Kwarawi. For Lai Kingston to willingly say, you know something, I have disappointed myself. I have disappointed the team. I was supposed to win this trophy because I am a coach and I have my standards. So I am genuinely resigning. We have to even applaud that. How many people in Ghana have voluntarily come out to say, I've resigned from my position? And because majority of the people, the so-called young boys on radio and TV calling themselves journalists who don't understand the game because of favors, that's why they got there. They are sitting on radio blaming Lai Kingston. Why did you leave the team? The way you left the team, Lai Kingston might not be the perfect coach you were expecting. He's a new coach. He makes mistakes. They don't make mistakes. He makes mistakes at the touchline or whatever. Obiana the character. But at the end of the day, he says, I don't want to go on. I want to leave this team. If somebody believes that these kids have that talent, that person can take the team from there. That's all. What has he done wrong? You want people to be coaching the teams, and then when they come back home, we have seen Parkway see Fabian Mone, Bashiru, and somebody goes and says, I don't want to continue. What is it with you Ghanaians? Yeah, Jimmy and I. So today, people cannot even voluntarily say, I did not meet my standard and that I am resigning. How foolish can these boys on radio and TV, Gary Al Smith, money are they? How do you people see the game? These are the same fools who will sit on radio and say, why are you not resigning? The coach has to be sacked. The coach says, I didn't win the trophy. I don't want to go ahead. The coach says, I could not win the trophy. I believed in this kit. I've put everything in it. The kit, I'm sorry. My team, I'm saying, I am done. I could not win the trophy. And no more problem. You people have an issue with that. In Tinkalai Kingston, on your day, on keep it team, no, Abra, he feels to say he cannot handle the team again. You people sometimes when you matured kakra in your analysis. You people cannot make it and intina MPs, ministers, omunye jumana yakaso monkono muso monkwana nkwasi for most at eblemu because you have positioned your brains to say so being a juma it is a nipa no voluntarily or kaso onye juma ni biem and was by force nipa ni juma no. And it's like the opposite of everything. Like Kingston has done the opposite. Like Kingston has done what the white people do. Like Kingston has done what rational human beings do. Larry Kingston has shown that people can take over a team, can take a team and leave when they don't meet, when they are not able to meet what they wanted to meet. He had standards. He has standards. He could not get there. It does not mean he has a problem with the boys. Every day in the United States and in Europe, Joy News, those sports shows. I'm asking you people. Every day you are discussing the coach resigning. Yantia and a coach for Bibria at the end of the season. Yantia Chelsea coach say amicably with Jai team. We all know say he resigned. Why didn't people have a problem with it? Yet Yelma, Abrofu coach resigning every single day. You people are fine with it. But like Kingston saw the Nkorako tournament when we need trophy. He doesn't want to go on. Like Kingston is a bad problem. It's a problem now. Jimmy TV, so they have a problem with Like Kingston. The way he left. The way he left does not matter. What matters is that I don't want to continue because my disappointing me what disappointing Ghana for. The way he left, nobody cares. Whether it was amicable or it was by mutual consent, by misunderstanding, at the end of the day, like Kingston said, Ghana under 17 and media. Yeah, if I'm a coach, me got the trophy, me building Korawe, me train your man for a couple of times. Me Jessica free Ghana for me, they building team where be drew her. Tournament in a climax. Me to me and Jacob, no, I am sorry, I cannot go on. What's the big deal? I don't want to coach all Ghana. Why don't you people go for other coaches to take care of the players? And then I'm on Jimmy.
Well, Obisia, and yet Kevin Taylor and I'm waiting Kano, or so on the Dede Ayew what you say, Coach Otto Addo, what drop in no, and your political reasons, tea and Obisia for what drop in no. One in the yard dream, and that's one in the yard dream by Kokra. So what dream our comment session hono, a handle a Puyaka TV, we see a tough for more. Yet the Bebro, it is a way your first time one, and your Bomodia, subscribe. Me a notification so click it all no send your video bia ye di betumo no won son sabekan wanye bia she me dasi bebre.